Rob Van Dam, the whole effing show. He likes to feel appreciated. He doesn't like to feel irreplaceable. As Beyonce once sung one time. Well, he doesn't like to feel replaceable and expendable. And he claims, he's making big claims that he felt that way in WWE. But in AEW, the land of the jobbers, the land of the not so elite, apparently they've made him feel appreciated. So welcome back to Fog Wrestling. And immediately, even before we get into anything, Rob Van Dam has actually said, like, into the full quotes during his podcast, which I didn't even know he had a podcast. If we're being honest, right, the reason you probably feel like you could be replaced in WWE is because it's just a better company. It's a bigger company, bigger fish to fry. And when Van Dam was big, you could be replaced. Like, you look at Van Dam in 2006. See when he went on his wee drug run, right? And he gets suspended and he lost the belt and he got jobbed out the Big Show. You could argue he wasn't easily replaced in the sense of ECW because why they gave back. But he could have been, if they gave CM Punk the belt straight away, he could have been replaced. But I think there's been periods in WWE where people have been easily replaced. I think there's a few select amount of people that can't be replaced in like professional wrestling. The like of The Rock, like of Austin, Cena example. I love Rob Van Dam. Probably one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And he is one of a kind. But he's not. If he's missing from the show, right, it's not like a complete disaster in my opinion. And the same goes for like Jericho, Christian, Booker T, those sort of level of people. And I'm not saying they're all on the exact same level playing field. Of course, I'm not. But I think it kind of feels that way, if we're being truthful about it. But let's go into what he said. He says, and I quote, "It was good. All those guys are good. It was a little bit chaotic. Yeah, I was in the ring with Joe, but it might have been a couple of moves here and there, but it could have been a save or whatever. There was just so much going on. It's not the same as actually being in there and wrestling around with somebody in the ring a little bit, although that does happen and it's part of the match. People pair off and do that stuff. I don't know. I guess I feel like I was in there for a long time actually in the match. I was in there and people were taking turns whipping on me and stuff like that for a while. I know that, but it was cool. Everything's good." That's just the first paragraph, so let's just wrap that. It sounds like he's just mumble jumbling on a load of absolute shite. What is he trying to get at here, Rob Van Dam? He had a spot with Samoa Joe, and he's like talking about it, but he's not really getting anywhere. He's not getting anywhere with it. Let's see what he goes on to say. He says, "A lot of guys really went out their way to make me feel appreciated and welcome. They were like, hey, some of us might be a little apprehensive about coming up and telling you this, but we're all excited that you're here and so stoked, man. It's so cool." There were a few particular guys who said that, and I always remember that because it stands out. It definitely puts me in a different perspective than WWE, where I felt replaceable and expendable. I might not be next week. I might not. I never not know. I never know. I thought I was really appreciated there or not because there was so much balance of different energies conflicting. But again, I think that's a good thing, right? I think it just sums up the downfall of wrestling that people in AEW are like coming up and practically kissing Rob Van Dam's ass. And here, I think Van Dam should be considered one of the when I say one of the best of all time. I don't think he's quite in he's not in a GOAT category, but he's not far off it, man. Like I said, he's very unique, but he's not a Mount Rushmore sort of guy in my opinion. But WWE, people aren't going to come up and kiss your ass because they all want, to get on top of the card, especially in Van Dam's time. Maybe not these days where Triple H pretends it's one big happy family, man. You can't dispute what's going on or else you're an evil bastard. But here, I like the WWE mindset they had back in the day with Finney Mac in charge of the helm. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Leave your thoughts down below and peace.